Welcome back to Dolphins United, the platform for Dolphins. You heard me. We back in the house. Wanted to go ahead and drop this draft recap for y'all real quick. I got to go over these picks, man, and let y'all know how I'm really feeling, man. The Dolphins, at the end of the day, chose to go best player available. And I'm going to be honest with y'all, while we need what we need, and I don't feel like we got what we needed, they made the right decision. No matter how you slice it, a draft pick is at best maybe, honestly, I would say 50-50. At best of working out. Now, you could say you got those are exceptions, right? The surefire, going to make it guys. Those guys are there 50-50. It don't matter if you pick them in the first or later on. At best 50-50. Once again, you got your exceptions. But even the guys that have great college careers, sometimes get picked up in the first round, aren't guaranteed to be really good players in the NFL. It just sometimes doesn't work, whether it's the scheme they came into, the team they came into, the coaches they have that developed them and didn't do a good job. Whatever the factors are, 50-50 pretty much at best chance of getting them right. So why go for need, right? If the chances at best are 50% getting it right, then you don't go for need. You go for best player available on your board because it increases your chances. Because if it's at best and each round it goes down, unless a guy slides for no reason, then you go with best player available. With that being said, their best player available at the time doesn't necessarily mean the other 31 teams had that player as the best player available at the time, right? So you got to evaluate. You got to have good scouting. You have to have a good eye for what you're looking for, things like that. All of that goes into play. We're trusting that Greer, the scouts, all the people that he has around him, looking at the talent, put together a board, best player available, that tells them, hey, you know, this is the guy we need to pick up right now because he is so much better than our needs. All right? That's all you're hoping. That's all you can hope for, that they're doing their due diligence. In the second round, I have to say, Greer's been doing a decent job with that. We haven't necessarily gotten guys that we needed, but boy, have they usually panned out in the second round. This year, no fourth, no fifth, no trades whatsoever. Not even player trades. We didn't even trade Cedric Wilson or Igbenogany, none of that. We ain't even do it, okay? That's rare because usually with Greer, there's going to be some type of trade. There was nothing. But anyway, let's get into the picks. I wanted to make sure I stated that I believe they went in the right direction, best player available. But you know when you really know that you picked the best player available? When you look 3 years from now and you see what was behind them that they didn't pick up. If they balling out 3 years from now as all-stars and superstars in the NFL, and it's like you passed on him for him, all right? So time will tell, all right, at the end of the day. Like my dog TD like to say, time will tell, all right? But we did in the second round end up picking up a corner, best player available on their board, in Cam Smith. 6 feet tall, about 200 pounds, Um, a little less than that, but in that ballpark. Tough. He got that dog. Okay? My type of guy. You know, he got that dog in him. He ain't afraid to muddy it up, get up in your face, make tackles. Like to see that. Like guys that want to get in there and mix it up in the box. Not afraid to do that. As a result, though, a little handsy. Okay? And that's usually the case with the dogs, with the physical cornerback. They're going to be a little handsy, so you can just expect, especially on the NFL level, when you got savvy wide receivers, at the beginning there's going to be some penalties coming his way. Pass interference, illegal contact, the usuals, right? So we can expect that early on. He's going to have a good bit of that. If he can't get it out of the system, as you can see with X, right? Every now and then he's going to have them penalties. He's just going to cost you every now and then some yardage and some plays because you can get an interception and then on the other side of the field, illegal contact, right? So he's going to cost you some. But if you can coach it out of him, then you might got you something, right? Could get interceptions, got decent hands, really good in press coverage. They said that he played in the slot, played some safety. He's more comfortable on the outside. So, with a guy like him, although you didn't need it, like you literally just picked up Ramsey, you just traded for the man. You ain't need no corner. But what if Ramsey go down? What if, and by the way, we had corners that were on their way up, Trill Williams, that were on their way up that got injured last year that are coming back. Need them. So we really didn't need it. But what happens if Trill goes down again, God forbid? Need him. Goes down and Ramsey goes down. Igbenogany, we pretty much gave up on him already. Then that Cam Smith pick looks real good then, don't it? Well, unfortunately, we don't get to go into the future to find out who's going to be injured or not. So, if that's the best player on the board for them, some people had him as high as a first-round pick. Some people had him as low as a third-round pick. Just depends on how you valued him coming out of South Carolina. You pick him up. Plain and simple. Don't matter. You don't need it, so what? You may need it in the future because you don't know how long you're going to have X or Ramsey or how long they're going to be productive enough for the contracts they have. You just don't know. So you let them go if you have a guy like this and he pans out. And you give yourself a couple years before you got to pay him. It works out so well for us if it works out. And we'll find that out in the future, of course. But do I like the pick? Yes, I like the pick. I don't love it because I wanted a tight end. And granted, my tight end was gone by the time we picked. My offensive lineman was gone by the time we picked. So I was like, hey, best player available. It happened to be a corner. I was hoping it was something else. But, hey, I like it. I don't love it. B pick, in my opinion. I'll give that pick a B. Moving on. Third round now. Best player available. Once again, that was the pick. Did we need a running back? Heck no, we didn't. But am I happy we got this running back? Oh, you best believe it. Devon A-Chain is coming into the city. Now, Cam Smith, 4.40. Devon A-Chain, 4.3240. Official. The man is fast. Him, Mostert, Waddle. Oh my gosh. How do you stop it? You put them up Hill, my fault. How did I miss him? How did I forget about him? All four of them on the field together at the same time? That's a problem. All right? This is a home run hitter. We didn't need him. But you signed Mostert to a one-year deal. You have Wilson. No, sorry. You signed Mostert and Wilson to 2-year deals, but it's a 1-and-1, right? So you could get out of the deal after 1 year. So you sign both of those guys, and then you have Gaskin and Ahmed on 1-year deals. One or two of them are not making the team. If this guy pans out and can learn the system, you have a guy there that you can keep for a long time. Most is 30. Wilson's just a hair younger than him, right? Yes, he's not the biggest guy. 5'9", 180 pounds, soaking wet. But he's very shifty, extremely explosive. He's got great wiggle and has a Myles Gaskin effect to him where he's so small and compact and so low to the ground. It has great balance that he's just bouncing off guys. All right, when you look at the tape, he just bounces off guys. And although he's not breaking tackles like Derrick Henry, he's still breaking tackles. Okay? I love the pickup. He killed us when I was watching Miami Hurricanes last year. He destroyed the Miami Hurricanes. All right? Really good pickup, in my opinion. One of the better backs in the draft without size being a factor. Love the pickup. All right, they went best player available. I'm pretty sure they had him pretty high relative to whatever else was on the board, and they took him. All right, third pick in the 6th round. We end up, now this one, let me get my grade. My grade on A-Chain, I'm going to give that grade a B+. I loved it. Now, third pick in the 6th round, right? We have 4 picks. We end up going to pick up a wide receiver out of Stanford, and his name is Elijah Higgins, all right? 6'3", 235, 40 pounds, somewhere around there. Runs a 4.5, 440. They said that they're going to move him to tight end, right? So he's a wide receiver, but they're moving him to tight end. Now, some people have a problem with this. You guys are going to get rid of Gesicki, and then you're going to bring in a tight end that can't block. So why get rid of Gesicki? Here's the thing, guys. All right, I get it. Trust me, I get it, because that's the logic, right? You got rid of Gesicki because he couldn't doggone block. But you went and got you a doggone wide receiver that you want to try and train to be a tight end to block. You might as well just kept Gesicki. I get it. This guy is as fast as Gesicki was coming out of college, and is actually a yak machine, something that Gesicki couldn't do. Okay? You put the ball in Gesicki's hands, he's not getting you anything extra on his own. That was my problem with Gesicki. Blocking aside, I could get by with that. If you could give me Kelsey-like, and I'm not saying that this guy Elijah will, but if you can give me Kelsey-like production, Gesicki, I can accept that, you being the number 1 tight end. They're not bringing this guy in to be the number 1 tight end. No. You got Eric Saubert still. You still have, I can't remember his name right now, but Durham Smythe. There you go. Durham Smythe. You still have him. This guy's not going to be called in to be the starter of the team. No. You just need him to do what Gesicki could do well, which is go in the seam, jump up, catch the ball. Except this time when he comes down on the ground, he can actually do something with it. He can make you miss. He can get the extra yards. And by the way, he's fast as heck for a tight end now, right? For a wide receiver, average speed. Tight end, fast as heck. See how that works? You put him in the slot. That's where he plays best. You let him go down the seam. That's where Tua throws it best. Now when the ball is selling high, you got a guy to get up there and catch it. And he ain't doggone 5'10" like Waddle and Hill. I like the pick. I understand the pick. I get what they're trying to do there. They still needed a Gesicki type productive tight end. That's what they went and got. When it comes to production, at tight end, Gesicki did his thing, had a good few touchdowns for us. This guy can give you that production in smaller quantities because you're not going to need him on the field as much as you had Gesicki on the field, because Gesicki had the status. You had to put him out there. This guy does not. So I fully get it. It's a 6th-round pick. If it doesn't pan out, who cares anyway? You pick it up, and then you see what you got in them. I like the pick. I give it a B- pick, okay? Because I understand what they're doing there. So right now we're in the B's. So far, not a bad draft. Let's see how the last pick pans out. Last pick for us in the 7th round. All right, we go and get us a actual tackle, doggone it. We went and picked up a tackle for our lives. Ryan Hayes, all right? Ryan Hayes, tackle out of Michigan, 6'6", 300 pounds. Apparently he's got decent feet, decent athleticism to get to the 2nd level. Love to hear that. But they do say he does struggle at bending his knees at the point of attack, and his hands are a little, they're a little funky, right? His hand placement's not always the best. Things that can be coached up. A guy you want him to be able to bend at the knees, he's not a good knee bender, you can work on that. Hand placement, you can work on that a little bit. But he's got decent blocking ability, and he's got the athleticism you need. So far, it sounds like Jackson, in my opinion, Austin Jackson, because Austin Jackson's got good athleticism, and certain things like that. But maybe this guy's a better, more polished blocker than he is. The tackles from Michigan usually are coached pretty well. So we'll see, right? 7th-round pick for a reason, though. If he was that good, he would have been in the 7th round for us to go get him. So obviously he's got some flaws. He's going to need to be coached up, but you never know. He could turn out into a solid right tackle starter for us in the future. You pick up a guy like this in the 7th round, you're just saying, I don't think you're going to be there in undrafted free agency. So we're going to go ahead and pick you up now so we can claim your rights, and then we have you for 3-4 years. At the end of the day, that's pretty much what that's about. And they'll have him on the practice squad, be able to develop him and see how he comes along. And you never know. Maybe the light bulb clicks for him right away, and he's able to work his way up the depth chart and unseat Jackson or whoever else at right tackle and start for us. I still expect fully that they'll go sign themselves a right tackle, whether that's Lewan, whether that's Snell, whoever else. I fully expect them to go get some other guys in there so we can make sure we give ourselves the best chance to see who deserves to start at right tackle. Liam Eichenberg will have his chance at left guard to see if he's going to be the starter there. I'm sure they'll create competition with Robert Jones, and then we'll see what happens. All right? Yes, we wanted to get a tight end. We didn't really get one, but we got one. Yes, we wanted to get an offensive tackle. We got one, but it ain't where we wanted to get him at. That pick, I give it a B- as well, right? Because that's what you had, all right? That's what it was available at the time. You went best player available at tackle. You went and got him. All right, well, best player available, and then you picked up the tackle. You got him. And now, we'll see how it all shakes out. Hopefully, they have a good plan because, boy, if we don't go pick up some type of doggone free agent acquisition out of the tackle position, I'm going to be a little upset. because we can't be rolling up in the training camp with Austin Jackson as the only viable option. That makes me queasy at this very moment. Please let me know how you feel about these picks. What grade do you give the Dolphins overall? To me, overall, they get a solid B. That's what I'll give them. Let me know your grades. Let me know how you're feeling about the tackle and the tight end that we picked up. All right, and then the other picks as well. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, and how you're just feeling about this, and let's talk about it in the chat. I'll holler at y'all in the next one. Y'all already know what it is. Fins up till we die. I'm out.